A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Live. Stay tuned because we're going to have a fun filled afternoon with Elijah Rock. A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Live. My very special guest is a man that is known worldwide as Elijah Rock. But let's go into the background of this great artist, Elijah Rock. Elijah Dixon, as he was born in Brooklyn, New York, as the sixth of nine children. Due to his mother's love for music and to keep her clan in the field of music, she gave them instruments and turned her family to a band. Elijah would listen to his mother sing while they played and decided at an early age that he was going to take singing as his profession. He says he can hardly remember a time when there was no music playing in the house. He grew up listening to the likes of Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, The Shy Lights, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Steel Pulse, just to name a few. At the age of 10, his family moved to Jamaica, where he continued his upbringing in a small district in the hills of St. Anne's. At times, he would run barefooted, catching fish and fetching water. He also loves the natural habitat of the land, where there was always melodious sounds from the water, the wind, and the chirping birds. In these natural sounds, which brought sweet melodies to his ears, Elijah composes his music psychologically. Elijah loved to sing and would sing at any chance he got. In doing so, he developed his own style and sound, which he refuses to be put into anyone's category because of its natural mysticism. He began singing at hotels, outings, weddings, wherever he could, and in his teenage years got together with some friends, a group of young men, in search of the same dream and form a group, Access. Later, along with Mary, they released two great songs, Freedom and Kumbaya. Elijah was invited to join the black male band Rom in Kingston, and in doing so got a chance to sing at the 2006 Air Jamaica Jazz and Blues Festival, and also perform at a show at Eros Park with the great Dean Fraser. After singing at the park, he got a call from the leader of Live Wire Band to be their lead vocalist. While with Live Wire, he toured the US, Europe, and Japan. Elijah has had the honor to share the stage with famous great stars such as Gregory Isaac, Marcia Griffiths, Sanchez, Pujo Banton, Lee Scratch Perry, and Sly and Robbie, just to name a few. Because he always had a song in his heart and mind, he felt the need to pay respect and homage to his mother for her love of song, which gave him his passion. He wrote and sung lead a very soulful and inspirational song that shows the mastery of his artistry entitled Masterpiece. Now, as a solo artist, armed with a unique yet interesting vocal style and such an impeccable and rich range, Elijah is poised for greatness, He's now working under his own label, Triumphant Roots, with its unique and universal sound of freedom, love, honor, and respect. He will be taking the world by storm with his present singles. We must go on. And guess you didn't know. Listen to him because he's a great, great artist in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and it is my pleasure to present to you Elijah Rocq.
Hey, Elijah!
Bless. Big
A very,
Stone.
a very special good afternoon to you, man, and
Good
welcome
afternoon to you, brother.
to my live. It's been a long time in the making, and we always wanted to have a talk with the star and find out what is happening. How you been doing?
Good, been surviving, working and staying true to the passion, same way, and just put out the work, do what me have to do, you know.
Well, today is Sabbath for a
Yeah,
lot of
today is
people.
the Sabbath, so we want to acknowledge that and say blessed Shabbat Shalom to all, blessed Sabbath to all, So, today is just I just consider it as a reasoning with our brethren still.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. I noticed somewhere in your bio, from start to the end, your mom played an integral role with your career. Tell us about this great mama of yours.
Such a beautiful soul she is, my mother, strong, very strong. Ever since growing up, knowing her, she just maintained a certain strength and wisdom, wise, very wise and knowledgeable. So, inspiring, just to observe and to watch her knowledge, to watch her wisdom and so forth. It was very inspiring and I learned so much from her continually.
Well, I also had a very inspiring mom. It's just that she didn't teach me how to play an instrument, but she taught me how to live amongst people. Like if her next door neighbor and her are not even on speaking ground, mama would say, but me and so and so is not speaking. That doesn't mean you and so is not speaking. Go back and say good morning. So I understand that care of mama.
Yes,
Was
yes.
music infused on you, forced in you in any way, or it was just a natural thing to adapt it because it was around the house?
Just growing up and hearing music every day, like I said, waking up, listening to the likes of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Gregory Isaac, Steel Pulse, Stevie Wonder, just to name a few, just growing up and listening to them, it just, naturally it would have become a part of me. So it was just a blessing to be able to have a mother that was so inspiring and enjoyed listening to positive music.
So from day one then that this is something I really want to do for the rest of my life.
For sure, for sure. It's like an inborn thing, fire burning inside, but just can't out. Till this day, it's like the fire is blazing, same way like from them time until now. Every time I hit the stage, it's like it's the first time. That's it. Yeah.
Well, I noticed that you grew up and you was born actually in Brooklyn, but at some point of your life you came back to Jamaica and you came back to a parish that is known for greatness because
Yes.
Bob Marley is from that parish. Burning Spear is from that parish. The Honorable Marcus Garvey is from that parish. Big
Yes.
Stone is from that parish. You didn't know that I was born in St. Pan. What was it like at an early age growing up and so on? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh man, it was a blessing. It was such a blessing, and from the time I landed there, as a youth, didn't know much about nothing, but I just knew that I felt so connected to nature, so connected to the naturalness of everything that was going on around. Because leaving from the concrete jungle, Brooklyn, and moving to Jamaica and seeing chickens running up and down and seeing cows and goats crossing the street and all them something there. It was just amazing, it was something new and fascinating and exciting, and it was like that's where I belong, that's where I was, that's where I belong from the beginning in nature. So it was a blessing just growing up there and just learning everything, running up and down the hills, picking mangoes off the trees. We lived in like what they would call a little hut. So we had the zinc and when rain fall, it just make that loud noise, and
Yes.
we had to set the drum pan to catch the water, because if we don't set the drum pan and we miss the rain, then we don't have no water to wash the clothes, do certain things, or we have to walk way down the hill to a pipe to go fetch water to come back up with carry water upon our head. So it was everything was just so fun, running to the river, chucking out into the river. Everything was just a blessing. It was just natural.
Boy, I have to give double thumbs up to your mother, because even though you was born in, say, one of the greatest city on earth, because New York City is considered the city of city, the city that never sleep, taking you back to your roots, taking you back to the land of the greats was a fantastic thing to do, and I have to give a double thumbs up for that, and that is what I think helped to round you into this versatile artist that you have become.
For sure, indeed. Yeah, man.
What was it like now that you learned your craft, you're from a musical family? Did you get to play at a concert or anywhere first in Jamaica? And what was it like at that time, doing something that you enjoy doing from birth?
Like I said, it was always exciting to me because, growing up in St. Ann, in the district, you had sounds like turbocharge, sounds like mellophonic, bass Odyssey. You had Silver Hawk song. I remember growing up listening to these songs, and we lived up on the hill. So every time the song would play, we would hear it because we lived way up on the hill, and the songs, and you would just hear the bass vibrating and feel the bass and everything. And me as a youth, me used to always want to find where the music I play. So
But the music,
my big brother was my big brother Jacob. He was a man where him have to find the music. Stand up in our car. Them days they would stand up in our car and drink a Guinness and I go and take in the music and then wait it. Yeah, man. You had a place called Smurfy's. I don't know for those of you who know St. Ann, up in a district called Windsor Heights, Marley. You had a place called Smurfy's at the time, and Smurfy's was known every week. They would have a night where them set up, and people can come in. We call it dancehall vibe, and and different songs would play. And I remember as a little youth, them time I have to stand up and create to sing because we did short. I don't quite do whether we did all grow any further than that, but after a while we start grow. But them time we did short. And I have to stand up on the crate. Them have to double up some crate for me stand up on for the people them see me and so forth. And me always find the mic. Every time my brother out there and him a look girl and so forth and I drink, me find the microphone and they reach back the sound there and then put me on the microphone and say, boy, at the time they used to call me Young Apache.
Young Apache, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So your first experience was by Smurfs then. What was it like? Did the crowd, or was it, did you get any booze? Did the crowd gravitate to you? Tell us a little bit about that earlier.
Yeah, man, them always love it. Every time I go on the microphone, me get a big forward. Big forward, every time.
Take us back
And
to
I remember
take us back to one of the songs them that you do your thing with. Let me hear the earlier part of Elijah.
when we just start write music. Well, like we said, I was young, so constructing a song. I didn't really have no knowledge of it, but I remember that I was listening at the time. I used to listen to Pinchers and Sanchez and Wayne Wonder, and then man that, them man that run the place, Admiral Bailey.
Yeah.
And I remember writing a song, wisdom, knowledge. The Almighty Him give you understanding. Come follow me, wisdom. Knowledge, you know the Almighty can give you understanding, the Son of David, King of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to comprehend the words of understanding, to receive the discipline of wisdom, justice, and right. And you know, that time we used to be here too.
Yeah. But guess what? It sounds good because I wasn't there, and I know that's a long time ago, and that was like some of your first efforts. But it still sounds like this youth have a chance, this youth have a talent, you know. So I
Yeah,
could
man.
see that Mama's grooming from then has worked its way into you having that ear there and that sound there for music. You sound good. You know what
Good
I mean?
times.
I mean, you're polished now, you know. So, but you sound good back in the early. It makes sense. The sound makes sense.
The melodies and so forth. Yeah, man, because in time that how me construct that song then the Bible, me pick up and me start read it and you know, I think I was about 11 year old at the time.
Yeah,
And you know, me start read it and me say, oh, we can write a song from, you know, the Psalms of David and so forth. And I just submit the inspiration come. You know?
great, man. I enjoyed it, man. So after the year coming and the people and the fan base start to build up, and you say, boy, you know, some love that thing. It can work for me. What
Yeah.
was your first venture out now into, say, recording a song? Was it difficult?
Well, you know, it was a process, you know, because like, you know, I started off, you know, singing in the house, just annoying everybody in the household, you know, every day, annoying everybody in the household. Just singing every day, loud, 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 loud. I go to the store singing, go to the everywhere we go, singing. Until after a while, I say, you know, say, more people hear me and so forth. So I start going karaoke. And then from the karaoke, you know, people hear my voice and they must say, boy, you have a nice voice. What's your repertoire like? You know a song? I mean, I like to carry you in the hotel, you know, and see how the people like it. So from there, you know, them give me a list of songs. And the first list of songs when we get, I remember, it was Bob Marley. Them tell me if you learn Bob Marley, whole heap of Bob Marley. So we just start write out the Bob Marley songs them and learn them. You know, at the time growing up as a youth, my lady, I had a who I'm still with till this day, and I remember giving her the songs and she wrote out every single one.
Wow.
Hopefully, yeah. And
They
she wrote
always
out,
say, they always say, you know, Elijah, beside every successful man is always a great woman. So we're gonna get into a little bit more about that aspect. But then your first recording, what was it like? Now that you learned some songs and so on, what was your own first recording of your music?
the first recording.
Was it a cover
Well,
version? Was it a cover version or it was an original?
Well, at the time I was with a group, right? Access. And I remember at the time they had a competition called the Tasties competition.
Okay, yes.
And we entered the Tasties competition. And a lot of great dancers and singers entered into that, the Tasties competition. I remember seeing even the group at the time Dwayne Stevenson used to sing with a group called Twices.
Yes, I remember
and
too.
and he was even on that show that show at the time, but they were performing at the time. They wasn't a part of the competition, but performing.
Oh, they
So
were
yeah, I was with the group, and we went all around Kingston and so you know doing the auditions and singing and so forth. You know, auditioning with the group and so forth. But it wasn't until afterwards the group had split up, but me and a member of the group that were actually one of the founders of the group, Delroy Trusty at the time, his name was George.
Yeah.
We linked up with a UB40 studio up in Aracabessa,
Okay.
St. Mary, Aracabessa, St. Mary, and we linked up with UB40, a brethren called Paul Hussey was the engineer at the time, and he gave a rhythm and so forth. And I remember singing Kumbaya, and Delroy Trusty was singing because Delroy Trusty had constructed that song. And he sung it and them loved it. So them say, yeah man, come back at the studio. So every day we would be at the studio and so forth and just create the music and so forth. And we came up with a song called Freedom and Kumbaya.
Yeah.
Two songs that got a lot of airplay on IRFM, Ellis Kelly, Dion Mattis, because at the time Dion Mattis was Wake Them Up, Dion Mattis in the morning.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of airplay. And that was, well, basically my first two recordings at the time, you know?
Great, great, great. I noticed that because you sent me a photograph of your beautiful mother, and
Yes.
she sported dreadlocks. Was that infusing to you to you start growing your hair from an early age, and you
I
knew
never, you
Rastafari
see
was
my
it?
hair now?
Yes.
From me, I look a youth. I had this long hair, you know, because it transitioned. I transitioned it, so my hair was already long, but I just
Okay.
transitioned it from that to dreadlocks because she growing up, we never would go to the
Yeah, yeah.
barber at that night to cut our hair and so forth. So I had long hair and braids. We used to do the cane corn, you know, on cane roll back, and it was
Yeah.
long and so forth. We used to catch it up in a one. So I can remember not having hair like growing up. Always had long hair, but then I just transitioned and good locks. You
Well,
know.
I guess the barbers didn't like your mother because they would have did feel great.
Yeah, because I remember every time going to the barber, you know, every time we got barber, I me trim me hair, my head used to hurt. Like as me rub me hand across me, it used to hurt. Like me have a headache. I said, no, sir, this couldn't be right because every time you cut me hair, it hurt. You
Just,
know,
just make it go, make the
yeah,
flow,
man.
let
So we
it
just
flow.
low it at one point, we just leave it and it just start grow. So we start off with the big afros. Yeah,
Yeah.
afros. Always have the afros, and then after a while, you know.
So about how old were you when you actually came back to the United States?
Well, I was way up there, you know.
So you're much older. So let's get back to Jamaican then. So let's say then after you did your first two songs, right? You
Yeah.
started to know go on tours. Did you start leaving Jamaica to travel on your career, or you had to come back to the United States? That's the
No,
first.
no, it was still a process. You know, it was still a process. Being with the member of Access group. After a while, we just stopped linking up, and I just still continued my music, my singing, developing my voice. You know, because it was always an ongoing development of getting my vocals to where I feel comfortable hearing myself. You know, so
Yeah.
it was
So
always an ongoing.
all this happened while you was in Jamaica, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Well, one of our very first fans said something to you in Spanish. Maranaho, Brazil, love Jamaican. So we want to big up Augusta Rodriguez for making that comment. He's a
Augustus Rodriguez.
yeah,
Respect.
he's a very good friend of mine. He is from Brazil, as you can
Brazil.
see. So
Brazil
all
in the building.
Brazil in the building. All right.
Respect to
So
all the Brazilians.
most definitely. And you know, Brazilian has one of the largest contingents of black people outside of Africa, you know. Did you know
Yeah.
that? A lot of Africans are in Brazil. The largest contingency of black folks is in Brazil. So once they start tuning into your music, all you need to do is drop a hit song and the rest is history. Because Brazil alone can make it go triple platinum. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Anyway,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, I am just gonna just to nice it up a little bit. I want to introduce to you one of the first videos that Elijah Rocq did. It's a beautiful song. I want you to just kick back, relax, and listen to Elijah Rocq.
La 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 la. Woo, 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 woo. It's been so long since I've been waiting for this moment, and now it's here, it'll last a lifetime. I love him, that's so divine. Ooh, and it just comforts my mind. Now that we are back together, I water our love in the morning time, sunshine on the misty dew, and watch you bloom throughout all seasons. And I'll lift you up when you're feeling low. No, I'll never let you go. You are my rhyme, I'll be your reason.
Pull up! Pull up that tune there. We have to pull up that tune there. We have to pull up that tune there, brethren.
For all seasons.
Hey, we have to pull up that tune there. Elijah, tell us a little bit about this beautiful song, man. Tell us about this song before we go into
Well,
it.
this song, you know, a brethren called Courtney Panton,
Yes.
New Kingston band. I don't know if you know the New Kingston band. Courtney
Yes.
Panton sent me this particular rhythm, and he said, well, actually, me and him did converse over the phone. And he say, he say, Elijah, why don't you build an album? Why don't you make me produce an album for you and so forth? And he say, yeah, man, adapt me a talk about. And you know, he said, all right, link me. At the time, I was in Virginia visiting my brother, and he said, yeah, man, when you forward back up in Brooklyn, link me up and make you see we can talk about putting an album together for you. And I said, big up to Courtney Banton. And he said, yeah, man. So as soon as we forward back to Brooklyn, we link him and him send me some rhythm. And this was one of the rhythms where him send me. And him said, write a song to that one and make video where you come up with.
Yeah.
I just sat down, you know, looking out the window at the dining table, and you know, I watched the birds then fly by, looking at the sunshine. A beautiful day. It was a beautiful day, you know.
Yeah.
And then the melody, that melody for this particular rhythm, just came to me, and I knew right away that was the right melody for the song. And I just started writing and pinning it down, and I called him and tell him, say, listen, I have this song for that one. He said, hey, already? And I said, yeah, man. And he said, all right, link up with what DM? He said, all right, I'm telling him the DM, link up with him, and we just vice it, you know.
Wow, it's a beautiful song. Well, let's get back into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back into a beautiful song for
La 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 la. Woo, 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 woo. It's been so long since I've been waiting for this moment, and now it's here, it'll last a lifetime. A loving that's so divine. Ooh, and it just comforts my mind. Now that we are back together, I'll water our love in the morning time, sunshine on the misty dew, and watch you bloom throughout all seasons. And I'll lift you up when you're feeling low. No, I'll never let you go. You are my rhyme, I'll be your reason. I give you that all season love, love for all seasons. I give you that all season love, and I don't need a reason. I have made reservations for two. Let's do all the things you've been wanting to do, yeah. How about a trip to the Bahamas? Maybe even Trinidad and Tobago. Or better yet, we can make it to Ghana. And I'll water our love in the morning time, sunshine on the misty dew, and watch you bloom throughout all seasons. And I'll pick you up when you're feeling low. Never will I let you go. You are my rhyme, I'll be your reason. I give you that all season love, love for all seasons. I give you that all season love, and I don't need a reason. It's been so long since I've been waiting to hold you, to give you all the good love that a man is supposed to. I'll water our love in the morning time, sunshine on the misty dew, and watch you bloom throughout all seasons. And I'll lift you up when you're feeling low. Never will I ever let you go. You are my rhyme, I'll be your reason. I'll water our love in the morning time, sunshine on the misty dew, and watch you bloom throughout all seasons. And I'll lift you up when you're feeling low. Never will I let you go. You are my rhyme, I'll be your reason. I give you that four season love, love for seasons. I don't need a reason. I give you that four season love.
All season love.
Well, that tune, yeah. Well, may I tell you, hey, the advice powerful, brethren. Yeah, brother. Yeah, now listen to the melody in your voice, brethren, and you sound like all of the greats with your own touch. Put on top of it. That means Mama taught you well and you learned your lesson well, man. It's a fantastic song. It's available on all digital platform, right?
Yeah, man. That particular one, yeah, man. You can find it on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, all over. Yeah, man.
So after you turn superstar now, because when you have them big video there, and the two of them are play all over the place, them and them thing there. What was it like for you now? You start getting the recognition. How did it feel now? Within yourself to know that people is recognizing you. To say, hey, I Elijah Rocq that, Oh, you feel
well, yeah, that one was released on Reggaeville. That particular video was through Reggaeville released it, Yeah, so a lot of people, I got a lot of links and people linking me and telling me love it and to do shows and so forth, But it's just an ongoing process, We never can stop. We just continue to promote and put out good quality content, and then let the people be the judge of what them like from what them don't like, But I always judge up, based upon what I listen on how I think people would be listening. You understand? So it's just a good feeling to know that you can put in work and you benefit from it, from something, your passion, from something that you love to do,
Okay. So after this big hit and the song start playing, how did the tours felt? They start coming in?
You said tours?
Yeah, did you start picking up some action? People start clamoring for more. And did your book?
Yeah. Basically, people wanting to hear more. It started sparking some interest. People wanting to hear more of what I'm about. And what I can do. And the range as far as vocal and writing skills as well. So yeah, I got some links. I've done some shows and so forth. We just continue.
What was your first experience like outside of Jamaica now as Elijah Rocq?
My first experience as Elijah Rocq.
Yeah, as Elijah Rocq, this artist now that is doing good and putting out songs, great songs, and so on. What was it like?
It's new, because I remember, touring. I was always with the band, touring at the time, Europe and so forth with Gregory Isaac. I got to meet some great artists and so forth. But then, as you have to start. It's like starting all over again when you decide that you want the people to see you and to get to know you, and it's not easy. It's not an easy process, like just an overnight thing. A lot of people coming out and feel like, boy, it's overnight. Sometimes you get discouraged, and then you have to build up back the confidence again and the strength again and continue pushing on, because day in and day out, especially if you don't have a manager or somebody where I deal with that, the business aspect, and you have to be focusing on the business part and focusing your energy on the creative part and all of that. It's kind of tedious, it's a hard thing. So but to me, it's the whole, every part of it is a blessing, because I just put out the music based upon my passion and not holding it back from people who deserve to hear it, especially, because the melody and the words is greater than me and you. It's divine, and the message, if the message have to reach somebody, who am I to hold it back? So it's just a blessing. It's a blessing just to be able to do it, and it's fun. It's a fun process at the same time.
So you call it fun. A lot of people call it a lot of work, because as an artist, especially when you start touring or you start living out of a suitcase, you know what I mean? By the time you finish,
the whole idea of doing what you love alone. They say if you're doing what you love, then you never work a day in your life. Like if you are do what you love, so to me, it like I said, the only part that I consider to be the hard part is when you have to deal with the business part. As an independent artist, having to do the business part and the social media and the internet thing and the all that stuff where you don't have a team where I work with you, so you have to focus on everything. That's the hard part and the tedious part. But as far as performing and sharing your gift, like every day is like it's the first time. It's a blessing, and it's fun to me.
Yes. Well, guess what? Let's move on to the next video. You're gonna build us up for this second video. What is the name of
First, I want to say, Big Stone, it's an honor once again for you having me. You probably don't know, but I've been watching you, and your great works and what you've been doing for a lot of artists that was out of the limelight, and people probably forgot about them. And I watch you bring them back to the forefront and let people know, say, boy, this artist or that artist. So, it's an honor and a blessing for me to be speaking to you right now, being such a great man you are. And I linked up. It was a brethren that you linked up with, and I saw it, and I think his name was Ernest Wilson.
Okay.
And Ernest Wilson was somebody that I knew growing up. I used to go on shows in the Ocheries, and so Ernest Wilson used to close the night, and he play every instrument, and he play and he sing, and he did know we well, he did amongst the family and so forth. And he used to always tell me, say, boy, coach me and them thing there. So when I saw you share something about Ernest Wilson, and I got to link him, because he said if you want to link Ernest Wilson, the contact number, his WhatsApp number is in the link in the bio. And I linked up with him before, and that was an honor. It was a blessing for me to link up with him before he passed away, and I got to speak to him. So I want to say thank you. Yeah.
Guess what, Elijah? Thank you so much, man, for bigging me up in such a manner. This is something that I enjoy doing, and I like to expose great talents. And it was very easy for me when I listened to your songs and read your bio and see your passion, because I've watched a lot of your videos and so on. And it was easy for me to even reach out to you, man, and to give you my platform, because that is what my platform is all about. It is an honor. I noticed your mom is in the studio. Did you know that? Did you know that Mama is in the studio?
He's in the studio.
Yeah.
Hello, Daddy. Hello.
Mama.
I didn't even know that.
Hold on there. The thing just start get sweet now. Me know this is Mama Rocq. My spirit just tell me say Mama Rocq there. It is not my doing, it's just my divine intervention. And before we get into your next song, we can bring her on. We can bring
Why
her
not?
on. Like,
yeah, if they agree.
Mama Rocq,
if
you
them
ready?
agree.
Mama Rocq, you want to go live? Shake your head. Shake your head, Mama Rocq. You want? Just say yes.
She don't like the camera. She don't like the camera much.
Mama Rocq, just 1 minute. Just let the world see where the genius come from. Because guess what?
All right, make you set up ourselves the way how you feel comfortable first, and then you can come back to her.
All right, but yeah, just our face. We look for it now. We don't want to look
Yeah.
more than our face. Mama Rocq,
All right.
go give you 3 minutes to set up yourself. 5 minutes if you want. Come back in front of the camera. I want you to just pick up your son for doing such a remarkable job. And you, Mama Rocq, if it had not been for you, I would not have had this opportunity of talking to your son today. So I want to implore you. We celebrate Women's Day recently. I want to implore you that you're a wonderful mother. You're a tower of strength. You remind me of my mother, because if my mother, why I am the person that I am today. So I'm gonna set up this next video, and you fix up yourself, which you don't need no fixing up, you're rasta, right? Saying, so look at the natty, just look at the natty if you want, look at the natty, right? So we're gonna watch this video, and when we come back, we're just gonna get a little tips. Mama Rocq, right? Because this is the woman behind this great artist. And this is a very beautiful moment for me on my program to be able to bring the inspirator of an artist to the fore like this. So let's go to the next video. What's the name of the next track there, my son?
This one is titled "Tell Me What You Want." You know, this one is dedicated and for all the beautiful ladies that deserve to be treated with the honor and respect and love and so forth. You know, so is this one titled "Tell Me What You Want"?
All right. So you're not doing nothing more as to how this song come about and Ray talk to me. Tell me what you want come about.
Tell me what you want. You know, it was just an inspiration just that come to me. You know, I got a rhythm, and a brethren asked me to write a song.
Yeah.
And I was with at the time I was with a band called the Steppers.
Okay.
Band, and them give me a rhythm, and them said to write a song for the band.
Yeah.
And I came up with that melody. And no, I came up with many melodies. And every time when I would send them, they said, "Nah, man, try again. Something else. Come again. Until I came up with this one, and I sing it with theme for the group. And them say, "Yeah, man, that melody, that one there. And from that, you know, them say, "Yeah," but then I never got to do it with the group. I just did it as a solo.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, tell me what you want.
How was your day? I love when you have good days. You know that? So, baby, I have something to say to you. Would you like to go?
Too soon.
What is too soon?
It's only been 2 months.
2 months? You counting now?
It's too soon for that.
What is? Am I being played?
How are you being played? I've been with you every day for the past 2 months. We're just getting to know each other.
You know what?
Stop causing a scene.
I'm not causing no scene. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave.
You really gonna do this to me?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave. I'm out of here.
Forgive me if I sound presumptuous, but I'd like to know your desires. I don't mean to come across too strong, and please don't you take this wrong, but I know you are longing for the kind of love that keeps you wanting more. So you say your ex one and never know how to set it. Give him the chance to bless it, and it's like him want wreck it. For every other man, just because his plan wasn't more than just another one night stand. Tell me what you want, girl, and your desires will be met. Oh yeah. Tell me what you need. That's my only real interest. Oh yeah, yes. I'll take you out in a fancy style, show you a life that is so worthwhile. Those silly clowns weren't worth your time. You deserve more than a
Pull up! If you pull up that again, then
No,
tune
what?
that big boy, me I tell you. That tune a mad. We just want everybody to go out there and get it. Elijah, thumbs
Yeah.
up you. Thumbs up.
Respect.
How was your day?
It was okay.
I love when you are with
Love
you
it.
know that? So, baby, I have something to say to you. Would you like to...
Too soon.
What is too soon?
It's only been 2 months.
2 months? You counting now?
It's too soon for that.
What is... Am I being played?
How are you being played? I've been with you every day for the past 2 months. We're just getting to know each other.
You know what?
Stop causing a scene.
I'm not causing no scene. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave.
You really gonna do this to me?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave. I'm out of here.
Forgive me if I sound presumptuous, but I'd like to know your desires. I don't mean to come across too strong, and please don't you take this wrong, but I know you are longing for the kind of love that keeps you wanting more. So you say your ex one and never know how to set it. Give him the chance to bless it and it's like him want wreck it. For every other man just because his plan wasn't more than just another one night stand. Tell me what you want,
Let me be a pride.
and your desires will be met. Oh yeah. Tell me what you need. That's my only real interest. Oh yeah. I'll take you out in a fancy style, show you a life that is so worthwhile. Those silly clowns weren't worth your time. You deserve more than a wine and dine. I wonder what it takes for some of them ever get it. A woman is more than just a hit it and quit it. Divine creation should be treated exquisite. Where love is concerned, there should never be. So tell me what you want, girl, and your desires will be met. Oh yeah, yes. Tell me what you need. That's my only real interest. Oh yeah, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Well, if it's diamonds, I'm giving you the mine. And if it's good loving, everything's fine. I don't need a reason, I'm always on time. No matter the season, whether rain or sunshine, yo. And through the darkest of night, I'll be that shining light to guide you on your way. And if there's anything you need to talk about, trust me when I say, tell me what you want, girl, and your desires will be met. Tell me what you need. That's my only real interest. Tell me what you want, girl, and your desires will be met. Ooh, yeah. Tell me what you need. That's my only real interest. Tell me what you want, girl, and your desires will be met. Tell me, it's my only real interest. Come on, tell me, girl. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Oh, yeah,
True love. Yo, me I tell you, only a Rasta man can do it them right there, you know. Yo, Elijah, watching that video, man. Watching that
Yeah.
video, man. It was really funny because it's a real life situation. Some man just meet a woman and believes she one of them easy kind of woman there, and the Rasta man really show him how it's done. You have to treat a woman like a lady. Unless she prove otherwise. You know what I mean? So it's a great concept. It's a great idea. It's a beautiful video. Who are the musician, man? I see the drummer holding thing and the bass player holding thing and the lead guitar.
But the guitar player there is the great Andy Basford from way back. Used to play with Dennis Brown, many Andy Basford, and you have Jenna Roots, young musicians from out of right now, based out of Brooklyn. We're doing very well. I'm playing for Latta. Just played at Amazura for Kabaka Pyramid and Anthony B and Pressure and the man there. So
Great,
turbulence.
Great. Because the music, one of the music that where, you just rock. Boy, I don't know who it created with Bridging, because there is a artist within himself. You know what I mean? Because I love Barry Salmon, I love Glenn Washington, I love, you know what I mean? We are talking about artists that is still alive now till this day where I give them type of ballad there. We rank you up in the thing, see? But guess what, yo?
Yes.
Mama Rocq is ready for the world.
You sure?
Yes, Mama Rocq ready. Mama Rocq ready. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Nani.
without further ado, I want to introduce to you the lady that created this life form that is sitting in front of you. A beautiful woman. When I saw her picture and just her expression, never get a chance to speak to her before, but I know that she was a tower of strength. So it is an honor, and I want you to tell the world her name, Elijah Rocq. Who are we going to be talking to? I call her Mama Rocq, but you call her?
We call her name is Nani.
Nani.
Nani. Yeah.
Okay, so without further ado, here is Nani!
LDI. Bless up.
Right.
Yes, I love.
Love in the house, Mama.
Oh,
Yes.
Mama, I'm telling you, I have never ever done anything
Hey,
like
Neil.
that where we have a surprise guest.
She will.
And it's important
You spray him.
I can't hear good.
that
Hey, Elijah.
Hello.
Bless.
Love you.
so
Love you back.
yeah, Nana, tell us a little bit about this rude little kid that you said that you wanted to do music and so on. What was he like in the young man? He used to get in trouble? Or what? Tell us.
No, he wasn't much trouble. Only thing much thing he loved is music.
Music.
As long as you allow him with the music, you didn't have no problem with him. And that's ever since what? From every 5, 6, 7, all of my children was interested in the music. I had one son that he formed like a little band,
Yes.
and they all used to have their own little instrument, and there was the singer. So we always had some type of musical thing going on in the family.
You know who you remind me of? You remind me of the Jacksons, because that's how Papa Jackson had it, And when I read the bio of Elijah, he said that Mama made sure that a musical band was in the house.
Yeah.
We have to thank you for that, because we have now seen the results of your hard work. Your son could have been out there picking up an M16 gun, getting himself involved and getting in trouble. But he chose the right path. And guess what, Mama? He's being loved by fans all over the world. So
It's blessed.
thank you.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about you. How did you grow up, Mama?
Oh my, me. Well,
Music in your blood too?
all my life. I love dancing,
Yeah.
singing, acting. I love the whole thing. Uh, I made a trip to Jamaica. Before I decided to go to Jamaica, I was chosen two plays to be in two plays, but I decided to move to Jamaica instead.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great,
So I
great,
always love entertainment.
great
Nanny, you're
choice.
But
looking beautiful on camera.
oh well, thanks. I don't
Go ahead.
I don't mind not looking beautiful. You know, I look what you saw seasoned.
You're
Mama,
looking beautiful. You
let me
look
tell
nice
you,
on
I've
camera.
been to tell you, you look fabulous. You hear
Bless
what?
you, thank you.
Yeah, but you look fabulous, man, and we love the fact that you pay attention to your children and you chose a right pathway because he loved everything. When I asked him the question, was there any time that you didn't like music or you wanted to be something else, and it was just in his blood, you know?
Never.
And taking him to Jamaica, especially Saint Anne. Why Saint Anne? Why did you end up in Saint Anne?
Oh, it wasn't. Well,
She fell in love. She fell in love.
Oh,
it
you fell
wasn't my choice. It wasn't my choice.
Listen, somebody came and swept her off her feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I understand. I understand. And the rest is
they
history.
have no idea. It was more desperation than love. I was, I, I was desperate to get the heck out of here. So that,
So,
that's
so,
what
how,
that was.
so, Mama, how did you become? How did you start to grow your hair now and so on? What is the
Well,
history behind that?
well, actually, I was a very cultural type of female from young.
Okay.
Always looked at my roots and tried to find out who I was and all of that. Well, the natural way was more natural to me, so I started wearing my hair. And when they started wearing the afro, started wearing it like that. And I
Okay.
wore it and a natural and the afro for years. And
Okay.
then I decided, I'd say, well, I know I wasn't going to ever put the high comb back in it again. I didn't have no intention of putting no more the creams and none of that stuff again.
Yes.
So my only conclusion was to wear it in a style which was locks.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
locked it because I believe it was a part of my culture.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful decision. Right? In Jamaica, you, I'm just saying this. Some Jamaican women they spend a lot of money, Elijah. And here, it's a $1 billion industry where they wear all these fake hair and just trying to look good and so on. But we give thanks to you as a natural thing. Elijah told me that the barber was dying of hunger. The barber couldn't eat no food because he wouldn't send it to the barber.
Never, never, never. They never went to the barber ever.
No, I,
But
I,
you
I
know, it's sad. It's sad what you're saying for real because if without us, those Koreans, any
Yeah,
one of them that's selling all that false hair, they would go out of business.
but
But
we got it.
because we don't love the way we look, and we rather look like our counterparts, that we
Yeah,
spend all that money on that fake hair and fake eyelashes and fake this and fake that. You know,
yeah,
it's sad. It's sad because we are so naturally beautiful,
exactly.
but we don't see our beauty. We see someone else's beauty that theirs shine better than ours to them. You know,
Wow.
true.
and it's so sad.
Well, guess what? Stay in the studio. We're not going to disrupt anything. We want you to be there and you feel free to jump in. We're just going to talk to your son Elijah a little bit more. And
All right.
we're not too sure of. We're going to say, Mama, Nani, what go on this up? Jump,
Okay.
make
All
this a
right.
vibe.
Navigator,
All right then.
where's
He told
Mel? Let
me
me
to
see
stay in
Mel.
the studio.
Where's
Uh,
Mel?
there's another song that I want to introduce to the world from Elijah. All right. I just want you to. The name of it is "We Won't Stop." It's not a video. It's just a song, and I want you to just kick back,
Elijah Rock again.
just to show you how versatile.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, we won't stop. We'll keep on fighting. They trying to hold us down. We'll keep on riding. Even though the times are tough, still there can be no giving up. They won't get the best of us. We'll keep on shining. Kinda hard to keep a smile when everywhere on every side everything is on a rapid decline. And the bills are piling up, yet the paycheck's not enough, and the landlord says you're 5 months behind. Politicians play smart, steady throwing pies and darts at the masses who continue to be blind. And the ones who have the heart and decide to make a talk are often despised. We won't stop, we won't stop. We'll keep on fighting. They trying to hold us down. We'll keep on rising. Even though the times are tough, still there can be no giving up. They won't get the best of us. We'll keep on shining. Make we brush it off and lace it up. No time for sulking up. Keep on surviving. And even though the odds are stacked against us, still the faith will keep us striving. Yup. And even when we have to walk an extra mile, we hold our head up high and walk it with a smile. Them envy us because them just can't touch with style. You want this, we tell them this, we won't stop. We'll keep on fighting. They trying to hold us down. We'll keep on rising. Even though the times are tough, still there can be no giving up. They won't get the best of us. We'll keep on shining. We'll rise above the challenges we face every day. We will soar. We refuse to be held down anymore. Still we won't stop. We'll keep on fighting. They trying to hold us down. We'll keep on rising. Even though the times are tough, still there can be no giving up. They won't get the best of us. We'll keep on shining. We won't stop. We'll keep on fighting. They trying to hold us down. We'll keep on rising. Even though the times are tough, still there can be no giving up. They won't get the best of us. We'll keep on shining.
Wow, 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 Mama.
Yes.
Well, I see you rocking to the one, there, boy. Keep on
Yeah, man, it's
fighting.
nice. It's nice.
I
I
see you
love
rocking.
music.
Mama, how do you feel now to know and to see that the hard work that you're putting as a mother, not running away with your children, staying with them through thick and thin? How you feel now that you get a chance to see him living his dream?
I feel blessed to be here. You know, blessed to be in the earth to see it.
Wow.
You know, yeah. And I'm proud that he reached to the point where, well, I know he's not satisfied, but reached a point, you know, where he wished, you know, that it's not bad. It's good.
Well, guess what? For him to get on a platform like me, it is a blessing because I have over 16.5 million views on my channel.
Wow.
And I have close to 60,000 subscribers. And
Wow.
over 5,000 videos on my channel. And I have interviewed some great people from Ernest Wilson to Junior Biles to Tiger, you name it. I have had an opportunity, Nesbeth, Turbulence. I've had an opportunity to be a part of their upcoming as a young man. And I see with Elijah that all the future plans that he has and the work that he has done thus far is going to bear fruit, Mama.
That's a blessing.
So you don't
Yeah.
have to worry. Everything is going to work out okay. And you're going to live to see everything.
Wow.
The Grammy, the platinum, the this, the that.
Wow. That sounds
Elijah,
Nanny
good.
wants,
yeah.
Nanny wants to
Elijah.
see Africa. Yes.
Oh,
That's what I want to see.
you want
I
to
Nanny
want
see?
to
wants to
see the
see
land. I want to step on the shores of Africa.
But guess
So we
what?
have to
Just
make sure say, huh?
go ahead.
Yeah, I said Nanny wants to see Africa. Africa. So I, along with the help of many such as yourself, have to ensure and make sure that Mama gets to see Africa.
But guess what? She's on her way to Africa. I bestowed it. I'm a visionary. I see it happening. And what is the first thing you're gonna do, Mama, when you step
Oh,
off the plane and step on the motherland? And you know, say, boy, you're there home.
listen to what I promised myself. I'm
Yes.
gonna drop down and embrace and kiss the soil. If I reach there,
You're gonna reach.
they might think I'm a little mental if they see me do it, but I'm planning to do that.
Mama, remember, they took us, our ancestors, from this place
Of course,
forcefully. We didn't want to come over here. I didn't want to
no
end up
way.
in Jamaica. You didn't want to
Was
go to the
not our
United States.
desire.
Exactly. And they forcefully took us from this place. So it is an honor for us to, when we go back home, the first thing
Yes,
for you, and a lot of people have done it, Elijah, is to kneel down and kiss the ground. The
well, that's
land,
my desire.
it will
Yes,
happen.
yes,
That's
So,
what I desire.
Elijah, what
yes.
are your thoughts now? Because you never knew Mama was going to be on, right?
Well, this is a pleasant surprise to me. I didn't expect this, because I know, first of all, I know that she don't like the camera much, being on the camera. So,
She's having a ball.
I'm,
She,
I'm,
but Nanny,
I'm more surprised than he is.
yeah, it's a blessing,
I,
and I'm excited.
I had no idea this was going to happen to me.
It's a part of this conversation that I didn't expect, but it's a pleasant surprise, and I really give thanks and praises, and it's a blessing. And I want
Thanks
to say
and
blessings
Father.
to everybody that's tuned in. If you have not tuned in yet, tune in, because you missed some, but you still have a chance to see some. So tune in.
guess what? Lorna
Mm,
Spencer is
praise
what
the Father, you know.
Hello, Lana, how you doing?
Lorna
Remember,
is
check
what,
out the music all over the platforms. Instagram,
yeah.
iTunes, Amazon. Elijah Rocq. The Rock is
Big
spelled
up
with a Q at the
Lorna,
beginning.
big up yourself. And guess what? I want all those people who are watching, if you have any question you want to ask myself or Elijah, since he's my special guest, you can feel free to just type in your questions and so on. And I'll put it up on the screen so the world will get a chance to see that it's you who's asking this question, just like I did with Lorna and I did with a
Listen,
couple.
Lana.
Any question
Love
you
you,
want to
love
ask
you,
of
love
a
you.
superstar, you can do it. But I want to ask a question since Mama is on. Mama, what kind of food Elijah used to love as a youth? He used to love the palm meal dumpling, ackee, and saltfish with him there in Jamaica. Tell me.
Me dear. He loved dumplings, so tell. Me
I'll be a
dear.
double.
They love and pear. Don't forget the
Yeah,
pear
yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah.
and the aki.
Right, right.
Me Hey, they love Jamaican food enough.
But
that
yeah,
was that
Yeah.
that
We used
was
to
their
climb tree.
delight.
We used to
Yeah,
okay.
climb
man.
tree.
All right, Elijah, Lorna Atkins is asking you a question. You can read it on the screen, right?
Yes, yes. Yes, Lorna. As far as it takes me, as far there's no limit. I have not. I never really put a limit on how far. That's why I'm always. People consider somewhat of a perfectionist because I'm always looking to grow. So I have no limit to where I want to go. Yeah.
This
I
way.
hope, I hope that answer your question, Lorna. He said that there's no limit to where he
Like
wants to
this.
go, as far as he wants. There
Huh?
is no
As
limit
far as the Most High will me to be.
as far as the
That's
Most
really.
High. Anybody else want to ask any question to Elijah? The floor is open. But Elijah must back you up, He's a dumpling man too,
Yeah.
Like
God,
the boy,
None wrong.
right? Like no matter what it is, me love me dumpling.
why I tell you, I remember we used to climb tree. Yo, we used to climb. Nelly, I don't know if you remember. We used to climb the pimento tree.
What?
Climb the
They used,
pimento
they
tree.
used to they used to climb pimento tree. Pick
Pick
pimento.
the pimento,
Wait,
clean it,
dry them,
and then go
dry them,
sit
dry
pimento,
them.
buy the soil,
Well, you say dry them in a
buy the
day.
flour, buy everything.
Dry them in a
Yeah,
day and go out
yeah,
to
man.
sell them so they can
Hey,
buy flour.
we sit
All right.
pimento till we hand can up. We sit pimento till we hand sore up.
For real. Hey, we lived the real life in Jamaica. We didn't play. It wasn't like we was in no hotel or in no resort.
I
We
him,
was up
him
we
tell,
was up there in the real ruins.
yeah, him tell me say the zinc coast and him could hear the rain fall on top of the roof.
Yeah, man. That's it. We had to walk up. We had to walk. I don't know how far to get to the outhouse in the nighttime.
With bacala, bacala.
Hey, we live Jamaica. We didn't live no play Jamaica. You know? Yeah, man.
Him tell me say him used to walk with all water. On top of them have to catch water.
Listen, they
Yeah, man,
didn't.
you have to make a kata.
They had to wear the kata, put the water upon their head.
Yeah.
Cause we didn't have no running water, and we had to eat. We had to wash clothes, so they had to carry water.
Anyway, Donna is saying that my musical family is Dean Fraser and Tanya Stewart and Empress Bubble. So she's from a musical family. Wow.
Tinga Stewart.
Talking
Tinga
about
Stewart.
Tinga Stewart. Yeah, she said Tinga.
Tinga Stewart.
Tinga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Tinga is a very, a matter of fact, I want to tell you, Lorna, Tinga Stewart and myself share the same birthday. Tinga Stewart was
Wow.
born on July 3rd. I was born on July 3rd. A matter of fact, when his wife died recently, I was at his wife's funeral. I covered it. For those who didn't get a chance to attend, you can go on Big Stone Television and you'll see where I covered Tinga Stewart's wife's funeral. It was a very, very warm occasion. Glenn Washington came all the way from America and performed, and it was such a blessed moment. And Tinga, I hope Tinga is old enough because his wife was everything to him. She was his soulmate. She was everything to Tinga. So Tinga, much
Wow.
love, man. And I know the world is listening and we want to say much love. I'm gonna ask both of you now. I'm gonna ask Elijah a question and I'm gonna ask Mama Nani the same question. Tell me something, Mama. What do you feel now that the crime is so high in Jamaica? Because we have to talk about that. What is going through your mind when the Jamaica that you took your son to or your children to, it's no longer the Jamaican that you can enjoy? How you feel?
It grieved my heart. It grieved me. Jamaica is so beautiful. I love Jamaica with all my heart. But the very idea that you can't even trust to go down there in peace without some type of disturbance. It grieved me. It really hurt my heart. Jamaica's so beautiful. You
Yeah.
know, why are they doing that?
Wow.
Destroyed this. They totally destroying it. And I look and I watch people. I hear about people going down there, not even able to get back up here or get back where they come from because what? Jealousy, envy,
Wow.
huh?
Hatred.
Greed,
It's true.
greed. Come on, y'all. We are the same people. Don't hurt each other.
Wow.
True.
Wow.
True.
Wow. Elijah, what you have to say, Elijah? Things that you
Well,
grew up with as a kid.
I think that you know it's very important to not be influenced by outside entities and wanting to be like this and wanting to be like that, because I think that plays a major role in why it's the way it is. Because I mean, adapting certain habits and certain bad habits and so forth. And yeah, as much as the media and the social media and the having all of this technology is good, but then it can also be bad. It influence the younger generation to want to have certain things, and if them can't have it, naturally, if them can't get it wholesome, then they would do any and go to any extent to receive it. It's just I think it was an ongoing thing from we were growing up, because I remember growing up watching, violent movies and all of that is a part of what we're
The
seeing today.
grooming. Yes, the grooming.
Continue
Yeah.
to mold something in the youth's mind, then eventually they're gonna live out what they see. And if a youth grew up watching, not everybody, but a lot of times, subconsciously, is what you grow up and seeing, what you feed your mind is what you most likely may become. And it's sad that people can't see and stop being influenced by that negative entity. And I think that has a big role to play in why it's like it is today.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Listen,
because when
Maggie.
we first went to Jamaica, it
Yes.
was so nice because they didn't
What's
have
up, Maggie?
television. They hardly had show.
Tell
Every
it.
man had to make they had to make their own entertainment. It was it was so different.
Yes.
But
Yes.
the television and the what you call the big channels and all of that stuff
And
spoiled
the
Jamaica.
music,
I
the
think
music,
so.
everything.
I think cable television was what kind
Yeah,
of brought certain things into the mindset of
Yeah,
our children,
yeah.
and
of course.
it is really sad. I want to big up
That
Maggie. I want to take time out and big up a fan of yours too now, your new fan, Maggie Edwards. I want to share this with you. And since Maggie is on, I just want your blessing. I want Elijah Rocq blessing, and I want Mama blessing, because there is a World War II veteran by the name of Peter Brown, Flight Sergeant Peter Brown. He went to London in the 1940s and he fought in World War II. Now, Mama Nana, the sad part about it, he died on the 17th of December last year. He is still not buried. He will be buried on the 29th of this month. In London,
wow,
he will be cremated. But he died lonely. He
Wow.
died lonely. And the sad part about it is that for all the works that he did, the Jamaican government or even the British government did not acknowledge him to say, well, wow, thank you so much for the work that you did. And he died of a broken heart, a lonely man.
wow,
So I just want to take this opportunity on my platform with the greats like Elijah Rocq and his mother and so on to wish his family our dearest of condolences. And we want to just let all the world know that we feel your pain and we can feel your pain.
yes.
My condolences to the family and to to
Yeah.
everybody who is suffering from his from the loss. It's sad. It's very
Yeah.
sad times. That's why I
That,
commend you on the work that you've been doing. Reaching out to these brothers, because I saw you reach out to um the artist that sing "He Who Seeks of Only
Junior
Vanity."
Ball, Junior
Junior
Ball.
Bard. Yeah, man, I watched that one too. I watched all of them. Trust me, I watch all the interviews and so forth. And it's a blessing that you get to bring some light to them while they're still in the land of the living. While they're still here with us. And let them know that somebody still cares, and that's a blessing, man.
somebody
And that's,
cares.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have a heart. You're a big stone, but your heart is not made of stone at all.
They say I have a
Yeah.
heart of gold. I guess what? I take things so personal that
Yeah.
it really affects my heart.
Especially when it involves your people. When it got to do with my people, it touched me to my heart. Because you know what? To me, as a people, it's so sad. But we have gone so low. So low. We was a great people. And I look at the condition of my people everywhere you look. We've gone so low. And it's so sad. And it's not. I'm praying for help, praying the Most High. Hear our prayer and bring our people back up.
Well, Mama, it is not by chance that you are on this program today. Your voice is such a powerful voice. Now I know where Elijah Rock got that voice from, because I'm reading from in depth of your soul. Maggie Edwards is saying the Jamaican government and the UK government should give Peter Brown an era send off because he died lonely in his apartment, all by
Yes,
himself.
I
Can you
agree. I agree, Maggie.
can you imagine after you work, you know, so hard, you know, after you work so hard, can you imagine? You know what I mean? It is so sad. It is so sad.
that you can't even didn't get no recognition, no
Exactly.
love, no
Exactly.
love.
Exactly.
You, you
Thank you.
know,
Thank you.
Yes.
he didn't get no love, and that's the sad part.
It is. It is really sad. Very sad. It's very sad. But guess what? We are here and we are a family together and we love our people. You know what I mean? We'll always remember the great people that have done great work.
Of
This
course,
this is our channel and this is what we do. This is what we enjoy doing. You know,
It's a
this is what
blessing.
yes,
Yeah.
we enjoy doing, and it's an honor. Maggie, I want to thank you so much for your big up, and she was the
yes,
lady who actually brought this story to me. Maggie Edwards, all the way from the UK. She knows the kind of work that I've done over the years, Elijah and Nana. And she said if anybody can bring it to the fore, it would be Big Stone. So I'm very happy that we had an
Bless
opportunity to
she
bring it.
give you the opportunity.
And you know something though, Nana,
Yes,
when these young soldiers in the 1940 went to England, we thought they were British citizens. Did you not believe that they were not considered citizens? They were considered subjects.
I'm aware of that.
So that
And
is
matter of fact,
go ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
aware. And want to hear the truth? The
Yes,
same, the same thing for the soldiers here. When they went to war and fought and died, they weren't considered citizens. And matter of fact, they still are not
you recognize it's true.
a citizen. So, I mean, that's the way they deal with us. You know,
Maggie is saying that Empress Jamaica is still a great nation. However, things need to be fixed. And that is why we have platform like this, and that is why we have artists like Elijah Rock, and of course to bring his warrior. You know who you remind me of, Mama Nana?
No.
Danny of the Maroons. You are
Listen, let me tell you a story.
tell me a story.
Okay. My mother name was Nanny.
Okay.
My mother had what, five girls. I think I was the third one,
Okay.
no, fourth one, and
Okay.
she named me Nanny.
Wow. Wow. So I guess that
Okay.
inborn spirit of being a warrior. Come.
Yes. It's so ironic because before I went to Jamaica, I had started saying, I'm going back to Jamaica. And I couldn't understand. Why am I saying that? I'd never been there before, but
Yeah.
it was like my spirit had to go back to Jamaica. When I got down there,
Zuri.
I never told people because I wasn't using my name Nanny at
Okay.
that time. I'd never used my name all my life. Only after my mother died, I started using the name Nanny.
Wow.
But before then, people would walk up to me and they would say, "You know, you just like Nanny, or you know, you got the spirit of Nanny." And I would say, "It's so weird. Why are they associating me with Nanny when nobody really know my name is Nanny?" And I would say, "Well, my name is Nanny."
Wow.
Yeah, it's really, really weird.
It is. It
So
is.
I believe that I don't know, I believe I had a somewhat of a connection with that spiritually with Nanny.
Yes.
I always said I wanted to try when I was down there because they were saying there's nobody can go and stay in Nanny's house all night. And I said I really wanted to try to do that.
All right. Guess what? When Elijah bring you back to Jamaica,
No, I'm not going back.
no, you're not coming back there. You gotta come back.
No, sir.
You have to come back down there.
No, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, Elijah,
Uh,
Zuri is saying bless up, bless up. So bless up, Zuri,
what's up,
man.
Zuri? How you doing, Zuri?
Zuri, bless up yourself. Zuri more, bless up yourself.
Bless
Elijah
up.
hotter than hot. Mama Nana, you see everybody want to know who this one. Well, it's Elijah Rock's mother. I
Hallelujah. Praises.
Mama that.
Yes,
Yes.
praises.
Elijah, tell us what is in store now in terms of your career and your songs and so on. What is new now?
Well,
I want to try to give
we're
up.
doing I'm doing shows. As you can see, I shared the flyer. 420 reggae festival. 420. Celebrating the weed celebration, weed day. 420. That's right. In Brooklyn, of course. And Jenna Roots, backed by Jenna Roots, is going to be a host of artists, and myself. And I know Nanny's gonna want to be there because Nanny is like the tree, the weed tree.
Oh, you mean
But yeah,
yes.
she
Yeah, of
have to
course
she
you
have
have
to be
to be
there.
there.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so I have that show, and then I have my Earth Day celebration. It's gonna be at the famous Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar in Manhattan.
Don't
Um,
expose me.
I'm sorry. Ashford and Simpson. Big up to Valerie Simpson. Yes, I'm having my birthday celebration. My twin. Nanny, put the camera on Yaya. Yaya, come here. My twin.
She don't want it.
You
Yaya,
know
come
what?
here. Come
She
here.
don't want the camera on her.
Come here.
It's your
I'm not
son.
doing my job.
Come on.
Come
I'm not
here. Hey, what's up? That's
Oh,
our
it's
baby
so
boy right there.
beautiful. What's up? What's up?
Don't touch it.
What's up, boy?
Say hi.
Hey, young man. Oh, what's up,
Hi.
man?
What's up, soldier?
You're good
Say
looking.
hello.
You're good looking. Oh, thump off and fist that. Thump it, thump
Bless,
it,
bless,
thump
bless,
it.
bless, bless. I'm a little soldier.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
that's my twin sister son.
Okay,
That's my
okay.
Big
heart.
Stone.
Yes,
Yes.
so
I don't want to cloud my son all interview.
Okay,
So,
so you know now. No, man. No, it's okay. Um, it's good. I mean, your timing is excellent. We done gone an hour and a half already. So in the next sector left now, you have to just stay till we close out. But guess what? Elijah,
Yes.
we have heard your song in your videos and we have heard your song on the record and so on. We just want you to give him two verses something a cappella so that people like Zuby Moore and Maggie Edwards and all the ladies that is watching you can say, yeah, we have the real deal, Elijah.
So you're
Not
not.
no wrong.
So it's a lovers rock you want me to do them because you said the ladies.
Well, you're not going to sing it to me, I mean, you have to sing it to the ladies.
All right. So first, I want to say, yeah, I have a single coming out very soon. This one, I kind of ventured out into the Afrobeat because I love the Afrobeat sound, you know.
Okay.
So this one is an Afrobeat vibe and so forth, more of a today's sound and so forth. But it's a nice song, so you can look out for that. It's called "There for You." It's titled "There for You." It's a beautiful song. Soon do the video and soon be released. So people can look out for that. And yeah, man. So let me sing a little something. I don't know what to sing, but let me see. All right. Hey, baby, I know you're feeling lonely. And trust me, I miss you too. So dry your tears, cause I'll be coming home soon. In just a few more weeks and I'm through. See, you never know how much you're truly in love until the one you love isn't right by your side. So I promise to remain faithful and cherish what we have to keep our love alive. I'm so proud to know I have a girl like you to share such special moments in all the ways that we do. Guess you didn't know that you could never live without me. I bet you would give anything right now for me to be by your side. And I never would have known that I could never breathe without you. Well, I would give anything just to see that perfect smile. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting the days as they go by, watching every raindrop until I see my sunshine. 'Cause you are an angel, the apple of my eye.
You're an angel, the apple of my eye.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you.
I can't manage it at all. Hey, Maggie saying, oh, Elijah Rocq, beautiful vocals. And then Lorna saying, would you do a collab? He's saying, would you do a collab with any other artists?
Definitely, I would love to. I would be honored, Lorna. Yeah, man, definitely.
Okay, so that is coming up.
Ernest Wilson had promised you one, right?
Yeah, I was supposed, Big Stone. I was supposed to do a production with Ernest Wilson when I linked up with him.
Wow.
And the song that he did, one of his famous songs, the one said, just like the rain that falls from the sky. Yeah, when I was supposed to do that song, he wanted me to do a remake of it.
Yeah, he was.
And he was planning on producing the music and then sending it to me and so forth. But he didn't, as you know.
Right, magically your crown, brethren. See that? You get it. You get your crown.
Give thanks, Maggie. Wow. Boom.
Me know that crown and not come for me because I never sing good a while ago. But your boy say, you got the ring. No, sir, you have to work out. No,
Yes. And everybody, you can check me out. Feel free to follow me, on Instagram. I'm Elijah Rock.
Yes.
That's Elijah Rock Music. That's ElijahRock Music. Check me out on Instagram. Follow me, and also, all over the platforms on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. You can check out Elijah Rock. That's ElijahRock. Remember, type the rock with a Q and not a K. Once you type it with a Q and not a K, then you find me. Yes, indeed.
Wow. Karen Rowe is saying, hello, Big Stone. First time tuning into your program. I remember you from band days through our late brother and friend George. That's George Woods. I used to be a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and
Oh,
I
okay.
used to play trumpet in the band. I'm a professional
Wow.
musician. And she said, the lovely and lively program. I pray for continued success for your guests. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen Rowe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And then
Yeah.
Lana, she come out and I said, go on, Elijah. Love your voice.
Give thanks, Lana.
And then Karen, she come back again and say, he has great vocals, as Karen said that. And then Maggie said, love it. And boy, you mash up the place, brethren. Come like we for bring it on again. Come like
Yeah, man, definitely. Anytime. I really enjoy it, I like reaching out to people, making new friends, new fans, new acquaintances and so forth. And, just sharing my music, And if you happen to be within the area in New York and so forth, feel free, follow me on all platforms where you can see where I'm going to be performing. And check me out. And hopefully I'll be in a town near you soon,
Great. Well, you can tell them again, because the first one you went a little fast. So we're on social media again. Can they find you?
Well, you can find me on, of course, Facebook, YouTube, Elijah Rock. Also on Instagram, that's Elijah Rock Music, ElijahRock Music. Also on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. You just Google my name, Elijah Rock, and you see all the different platforms come up once you type in the name, right? Remember, you type the name with a Q and not a K, Rock with a Q and not a K, and once you do that, you find me. Stream me on Spotify. I have a lot of great music on Spotify where you can stream and listen to, and hopefully I can have you all for as new acquaintances and new fans and new friends and family, new family in the immediate family. Yeah, man.
Okay, well, Maggie said, well, she definitely will check you out on Facebook. So, Mama Nana, which part we can find you? Everywhere. No matter say that.
Everywhere.
So, listen, man, it's going on 1.5 hours. I've been talking to you and so on. I just want to say, ladies first. Mama, who you want to big up in partying? Who you want to big up?
I want to big up the creator of the universe
Okay.
and all his people.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes, that's who I want to big up. I want to big up my people.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes.
And I want to say thank you so much for being so brave. You know what I mean? Cause I draw me dry in this, draw me dry. Because guess what happened, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this wasn't planned. I sent Elijah the link. So what Elijah did when he sent Mama Nana the link, he sent her the link to the studio. So when Mama Nana click on the link now, I can see whoever coming to my studio. So when he said, Jesus, me remember her from the picture. And I said, but no, Mama, that Elijah could have deal Mama to come on the show today. She could have deal Mama to come on. Me know say Mama can't act now. And Mama, I want to thank you so much. You understand? And
Yes. Quite unexpected because I didn't know it was going on.
I know.
My daughter showed me.
And then
But she put me on because she didn't want to go on.
all right, and then Maggie said, Empress Mama Nana, salute. All right.
Bless. Love. Enough love.
And she give you all the arts, ice cream and gold. And then guess what? Some other people start get jealous. Please don't tell me I miss your live. Margarita Clunis, you almost miss Big Stone live.
You know, miss, because we still here. We still here, Margarita. So we still have a little bit more for you.
Yes, but guess
Just
what?
for you, we're gonna give you brata.
Get a brata then. Get the
Give
brata.
brata.
Yeah, no.
Margaret, I can't say it to you because I don't want nobody get jealous, you know. So Margaret, this one is for you. Yuri, this one is for you. Maggie, this one is for you. Karen, this one is for you. So we just click back, and this is again Brata Elijah.
Rocq.
Take it away.
When I'm
Right.
feeling down, I can count on her. She's always around.
Mhm.
Through the test of time, never wear a frown. She's on solid ground. She's the driving force, the woman in my life that keeps me going on. Well respected, she's a lady. She makes life worth going on. She motivates and elevates and give you strength all the way. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. She's so divine. She's a masterpiece, a true
She's a masterpiece.
tender and mine. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece, exclusive and kind. She's a masterpiece, a true
True
masterpiece.
masterpiece.
Thank God that she's mine.
Wow.
When in the morning I can see my sunshine standing over me, saying, "Baby, it's breakfast time." The thing she's done for me is so divine. I want the world to know she's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Well respected, she's a lady. She makes life worth going on. She's a woman of perfection, a true definition of a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. She's so divine. She's a masterpiece, a true
True
masterpiece.
masterpiece.
She's tender and wise.
Mm-hmm.
She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece, exclusive and kind. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. I thank God that she's
Smile.
mine.
Yes, Elijah.
Powerful, powerful,
Yes,
powerful.
yes, yes, yes,
Ah!
yes, yes.
Well, guess what? I just want the world to know that. I just want the world to know that half of Elijah's
Tell
voice
Yaya
belongs
she's
to
loud
me.
on the thing now.
But it was half of Elijah your ear and the other half was Big Stone singing. Me got teeth like a piece of Elijah voice there. She's a masterpiece. She's a masterpiece. She's a masterpiece.
You know, he's in. Big good. You don't know.
Yo, Reggie, let me tell you something. You know, people are still,
Thank you, Margarita.
texting very good and so on. Man, it was a wonderful afternoon, man. I really, really enjoy talking to you. Yeah, Howard. Howard,
Now, tell Yaya she's
that
loud.
wasn't for you, you know. That masterpiece was for the ladies, you know, Howard. But when you catch a little piece, Howard said, wow, wow.
Howard, Wagwan. Bless,
Yeah,
bless.
but pick up yourself, Howard, faster.
Hey, Howard Faster. Remember to check out the music, you know. Go online, look up Elijah Rocq, tell a friend, and share it. You know, share it and, you know, share the love, share the music.
Yeah, man. Maggie is saying, beautiful, great live, Big Stone. Well, you don't know what you expect. Remember, so we're acting. And I have Elijah Rocq. And me have
You
been
might as
Muma.
well.
Me have Muma Nana in the house. It no most nice.
Big Stone. Big Stone. Big Stone.
Yeah.
May I watch the time there? May I say it might as well just even it out to 2 hours and done.
Yeah, man, we can't do no. We have to just close it off at 4 o'clock my time. We can't we can't leave them hanging. So tell me something, Elijah. Tell us a little bit more about the fun side of Elijah. Remember, we know your work etiquette. We know say you have the whole patchouli out there. We know you want to tour the world. What is Elijah Rocq like?
Inside, I like fitness. I love fitness, I love eating natural, as healthy as possible, natural, healthy foods. I like herbs and teas and them thing there. I like working out. Sport as far as sports, I used
I
to
love red snapper. We love red snapper.
yeah.
And rice and rice and peas.
Yeah, yeah, football, I like playing soccer. I love
Yeah.
live. I love watching live performances and so forth,
Yes.
I like to watch live shows, whether it be on internet or live in person, and so forth. I like meeting people.
And he
I love
love
to
his
meet
mom.
interesting.
He don't leave me out.
Yeah.
We love his
Oh,
mama. He don't leave me out.
Yeah, what
See,
you say?
they call him a mama's boy. But he ain't no
I like
mama's
Big
boy,
Son.
but he
Big Son, you can't cut them off though.
Thing.
was
Well,
what he
You
say.
can't cut them off.
the last part of this program is a family thing, We can't cut them off there. That look cool, but we can't cut off nobody, bro.
You can't lock them off, nobody.
You don't know, say half of we are West Indies and the next half are foreign. So we look at the arms house after coming at the thing. I make it sweet, because Margaret, but this show is so lively. If it was just me and you alone I talk, and I said, okay, Elijah Rocq, what do you do and so on? And you think it wouldn't be fun, but we have mama and talk about the thing and so on.
I really appreciate it. I enjoy having the company and everybody that's reason. It's fun and it's unexpected,
Well,
it's
guess what?
unexpected. I didn't expect it.
Well, guess what? That is a great show.
It was nice. I didn't expect it, but it was nice.
Yeah, man, because guess what? A great show, Mama, is not planned. A great
True.
show comes from the heart. A great
True.
show comes from the kind of vibes that you get with the interviewer and also with the guest. If you just
True.
go to the book and just keep your eyes in the book, then it is going to be like...
It's boring.
boring, yeah.
It's boring.
Elijah, hold on. A while ago, me here, I dropped that big tune and me and Mama something. Mama, you can't something like we hear?
Oh no, sir. Me not do that.
Elijah, me here. Me want to know where you would come from.
That can't happen. That can't happen.
You see when Elijah, you see when you are singing a while ago?
Yeah.
And when you say, you're a man that can sing, me and Mama something under the thing there, and it's so sweet. Yeah, I like ask everybody else. I'm here alone here.
No.
My daughter said that was her.
That's me, okay?
My daughter said that was her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That was his twin sister.
No, I'm joking. Hello.
So why are you hiding? Show your face, Yaya. Show your face.
No, that's his twin sister.
Well, Aunt Margarita said, oh, she's lovely. And I'm sure she's not talking about you, Elijah. She's talking about Nana.
Tell her thank you.
Right.
Bless.
And then over them no bust out a laugh. Laugh out. See? That's all.
Say LOL.
I've interviewed so many different people, but
I consider you all that's tuning in right now, no matter how many of you it's tuning in right now, I consider you family. So don't be strangers after this I consider you a part of the family, family, and we just link up all the time. And you check out where I'm gonna be, and if you're able to make it, to one of the shows, then feel free, to link up
Maggie said,
and
real way.
on and so forth. And definitely, don't be strangers. See, don't be
Yeah.
strangers.
You hear that? Yes, I was talking about his mom. So you hear that? When she was
Of
saying
course,
Thank you.
she was
Peter.
talking about Mama Nana.
Tell her thanks.
So Mama Nana have a fan base,
Bless the eye.
Lana said, bless up,
Yeah,
Mama
one
Nana.
thing,
You raised him good. You hear that, Mama?
Well, they say,
Said the
bless you.
little boy picked me good.
Um, the Messiah is great.
Yeah, but I know this must be
He
a blessing.
didn't give trouble.
He want to get a little trouble. You know what, come on. We all have to get a little trouble,
He
But
never give too much trouble.
he never get
not
too
too
much
much,
trouble.
but
No, he wasn't the one to do that.
Okay.
I had a couple in my nine. I had a couple that give a little trouble, but he wasn't one of them.
He was one of them.
No.
Oh, Maggie saying, wish you the best on the musical trad. She's based in the UK, so she's all the way in England watching you, Elijah.
Wow,
wow.
that's nice.
Maggie.
Thing on the target for that.
Yeah,
No.
man, don't be a stranger, Maggie. From here on out, no stranger thing. All right?
All right. Before we have 8 minutes to go. More you talk about that same one there. She's magical. I want the last one there. This is for all of the ladies. You know what I mean? I love that tune and more and catch the ear all. So that when Elijah gone, we can say she's magical. She's Elijah.
He
Without
said
further
she's
ado,
magical.
all the ladies coming from Big Stone and Elijah Rocq. Take it away. What again, Elijah?
When I'm feeling down, I can count on her. She's always around. Through the test of time, never well found. She's on solid ground. She's the driving force, the woman in my life that keeps me going on. Well respected, she's a lady. She makes life worth going on. She motivates and elevates and give me strength all the way. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. She's so divine. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. She's tender and fine. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece, exclusive and kind. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. I thank God that she's mine. When I rise in the morning, I can see my sunshine standing over me, saying, "Hey, baby, it's breakfast time." The thing she's done for me is so divine. I want the world to know she's mine. Well respected, she's a lady. She makes life worth going on. She's a woman of perfection, a true definition of a masterpiece. A masterpiece. She's so divine. She's a masterpiece, such a masterpiece, exclusive and kind. She's a masterpiece, such a masterpiece, exclusive and kind. She's a masterpiece, such a masterpiece. I thank God that she's mine. Listen, when I say masterpiece, you should know what I
I
mean.
mean,
She's not
I'm
superficial.
super
She's not a makeup.
makeup queen.
She's the kind of woman every man is hoping for. A strong, beautiful woman to bring back hope when hope is gone. She motivates And give you strength all the way. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. She's so divine, yes. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece, exclusive and kind. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. She's so divine. She's a masterpiece, a true masterpiece. I think of that she's mine.
Yes, I.
Thank
Bless,
you,
bless,
Margarita.
bless.
Yeah!
Yeah. Yes, I.
Boy,
Nice meeting you.
send,
Nice meeting you, Big Stone.
nice meeting you, darling. Send that
Yeah.
a road quick. Is there a road yet?
Me?
Yeah, man.
No, the tune, that tune. Tell them which part to find the tune quick.
Yeah, man. Is there a road, yes?
Yeah? Tell them which part to find the tune,
Spotify,
Elijah.
everywhere. Just type in Elijah Rock. ROCQ and the name.
Boy,
And you
that tune,
find
they
it. Come on.
put me, I tell you, brother. The first one-
iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. Big up, Check it out.
Wow, 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 wow,
Yeah,
wow,
man.
wow, 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 wow.
Margarita.
Boy, me, I tell her, she's a masterpiece. She's a masterpiece.
I love it. I love it.
You have the expression down, Pat, You know, like, you have the
you
expression
know,
down.
for
If
real.
nothing else, you have the expression down.
Karen said, really great vocals. You got yourself a fine ear. Somebody else
Thank
said,
you,
pick
Karen.
up yourself, Big Stone. What are the, wow. Margaret just said, thanks, Big Stone. I will look for it. Boy, me I tell you, everybody, boy, them I go crazy. AB said, big up yourself, Rasta. Big up. I just want to take this time out again and thank both of you.
Bless it to everybody.
I want to thank Elijah Rocq,
Bless the eye.
Nana, for coming on my show and making it a beautiful experience. I know it was going to be a great show, but I didn't know it was going to be this great. And I owe it all to both of you, Mama and Son. And a lot of people have not seen this in the longest. Our this saying, boy, powerful, powerful. You can't get enough now, A lot of people have seen this type of rapport. Go on, Big Stone. As I just said, go on, Big Stone.
Go on, Big Stone. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Go on with it.
A lot of people have not seen that camaraderie between mother and son. And I want to give you guys the last, but I just want to say this before I shut up. I want Jamaica, our beautiful country, Jamaica, to see the love that was imparted as a little youth from Nana to her son, and what her son has grown up to be, and the love and the admiration that Elijah still has for Mama. You know what I mean? Because
That's right.
when I said I want to see what your mother looked like, and Nana, when you send me your picture, man, you should hear him. Oh, she's the greatest woman on the planet. She's this, and I said I agree with you because you had your locks out long.
Yeah.
Locks. I said, go there, naughty, go there. Go there,
Chad Bro.
go there, naughty, go there. Go there.
That's right.
And I see where that love come from. So Jamaica and
Yes.
Barbados and on all over the world, I'm just asking you to take a page out of Nana book, take a page out of Elijah book. You understand? And Karen is saying about great vocals, Elijah. You've gotten yourself another fan, and I know that the fan base is climbing.
Whatever, Mom.
It's a great show. So
It's a blessing.
I want Nana to say something, and then we leave the last word for the man of the moment. Nana, say the last words.
Yes, bless. Thanks for allowing me to be on your show. And may the Most High God bless us all.
Thank you so much. But mama, guess what? You know, just come on the show. You take over the man show. You take over.
But if anyone is allowed to do so, it's Nanny.
And
That's
mama,
not nice.
mama didn't take it over. She was just a part of fun. Elijah, the last words are yours, man. And this won't by any means the last, because I definitely gonna invite you again in the near future, quickly, to be another guest on my show, man, because it's been a great ball of fun. I had a wonderful time talking to you. You was easy to interview, you know what I mean, because everything was there. All I felt was love. So,
Yes.
Elijah, are you a king?
That's why I want to say, it would be nice to see, whatever it is, and this is for everyone who's watching, everyone who's let the love that you feel, let it be expressed from your heart. Share it with others and let them and live by that which you believe in. If you believe in love and you truly believe in the power of love, then share that love and express it, because that is what we need right now, is that light, because we have enough darkness. We need to shine our light bright more than ever. So just let your light shine wherever you are in the world. Continue to let your light shine and be a beacon of light to those who need it most.
Rastafari. Rosemary Pennycook Harris said, Ellie did not get the chance to highlight his career. Bless up yourself. Where you come from? You're late. He might light him career for the last 2 hours. So in order for you get it, baby, you have to go back to the front of the video and watch it from its start. All right?
Rosemary. Bless up, Rosemary.
Yes, Margarita saying well said. And I just want to say the last word belongs to Elijah Prophet. But I have to say thank you to all my fans. Thank you all for tuning in and making this 2 hours play. It wasn't work. It was just joy. Elijah, you have to sing us out,
Oh, man. All right, this one I want to leave you with.
What's the name? Rosemary never get nothing. I said Rosemary just want that troops. This is
a message. This is a message to everyone. I mean, it's a global message. Wouldn't it be nice to see the whole world living in peace, without any hatred and all the violence cease? Yes. Wouldn't it be sweet to know that there's a place where we can go, where only streams of love and happiness flow, where we can make this a reality, where everyone could all be free. Yes, we can make this a reality, but it begins with you and me. Let's stop for a minute and let us take a look within. Because if we're to make any meaningful change, that's where we should begin, yes. Stop pointing fingers and blaming each other. Stop, take a look at the man in the mirror, and let us make this a reality, where everyone could all live free. We can make this a reality, but it begins with you and me.
Wow.
Blessings. Give thanks.
Rastafari. Thank you all for watching.
Blessed Big Stone, and continue to do the great works.
It was an honor, man, and Mama, enough love, and we have to do this again very, very, very soon, man. Thank you so much for making my Saturday afternoon a very special Saturday afternoon. Okay? And may Jah continue to bless you. You know what I mean? A lot of people are just commenting and commenting, and everybody just want to get the last word in. Bye, you all. Thank you so much, man. And it was a wonderful day. I love you all out there, and make sure to share it, Share because even after we come off of this, we can still share it. So the like and share can make swell up all over the world.
All right, Big Stone, give thanks and continue to do the great works.
Yes, man. No problem.
Howard Foster. I first may I see Howard Foster. No, we just see him earlier.
Yeah, man.
man.
Howard Foster was there. Yeah, man. Say, boy,
Give
what a
thanks to
vision.
everybody.
Yeah, man. Howard, I said, what a vision. All
Bless,
right,
bless.
so
Bless,
take care
Big
of yourself.
Stone. Give thanks. Yeah, man, big up
Thanks.
yourself.